Muk is my oldest friend. He's my oldest friend, and it's Muk Monday, and I finally get to see him again. It's been too long, Muk. Muk, it has been too long. Muk, I missed you. Folks, it's Muk Monday in China, which is a very different kind of Muk Monday. They do things a little differently around here. We've got the Chinese asynchronous chat loaded up with all new chat messages loaded from the previous session. Very, very good technology. The asynchronous chat is considered by many to be, you know, they say that technology is no longer exciting. We've already invented everything, but the asynchronous chat is universally considered quite exciting to people, so that's good. Everybody loves the asynchronous chat. They love it. What are they saying in there? They're saying things of importance. Jim, where is the vlog? That's what one chatter says in the asynchronous chat. And it's a good question. It's a good question. The vlog, you know, the vlog could be up, could be down, could be left, could be right. You could look every which way, and maybe life itself is sort of a vlog happening in real time. Have you ever thought of that? Did you consider that possibility before you left that message? Or do you just speak without thinking? I think that too many people these days speak without thinking, and they don't have any respect for Muk anymore in today's society. They don't have any respect for Muk any longer in societies like these, where people just, they speak before acting every single day. It's embarrassing, it is. It really is. Damn, I only do 37%. I know I got burned, but 37% only? I was willing to tank the burn for the damage here. Maybe I shouldn't have. Goodness gracious. What? What are they doing? I crit them, they crit me. It comes out in the wash. Nobody... Oh. Nobody keeps count of things like that. Good, that's good, says my opponent. Chatters in the asynchronous chat are suggesting that maybe they will purchase the Shabuzzi Funko Pop with going into debt to do so, as I said people might do in the last video as a joke. And that's kind of an interesting... Like... when you buy a house, it's good to go into debt to get, like, into the property market early, because property always goes up. We all know this. Property will never, ever go down. Bubbles, as you know, a bubble is like it's a rock-solid structure that will never pop. I think the same can be said for the Shabuzzi Funko Pop. Like, every minute that you don't own the Shabuzzi Funko Pop, you are depreciating your net worth. So I think that... I mean, some of those Funko Pops are genuine investments. They go for $1 billion on the black market or something. And you think I'm kidding around and stuff, but I'm not. I would never kid with you. Do you think that they go Gengwei here? I don't know. Muk, do you have what it takes to help me here, or are you a nobody? You're really gonna pivot to Doug to kill my Muk? They're saying Muk is very easily defeated by Doug Trio and is probably not that good. What? And then one chatter is now saying they don't like tripe, which is cow stomach, saying it tastes like nothing. Which has really peeved me off. I mean, what are you what the hell? What? Now I can't even think anymore, because you've gone and pissed me off. Excuse my language. Excuse me, folks. Excuse me. You've gone and you've really pissed me off this time with that bone-headed comment. What kind of thing to say is that in today's world? I mean, what are you even on about? I'm getting destroyed here. I'm not in equilibrium with Muk right now. We need to reach Muk equilibrium. Jimothy is not insane. Says, thank you for saying that I'm not insane. Saying asynchronous chatter. Thank you. Thank you for saying I'm not insane. That's what I was thinking myself. I was thinking the very same thing. Okay. Can Chinese Muk one-hit Tyrannosa, who is from France? I don't know much about France and its history. I should learn more about that. The French Revolution happened. at one point. That's noteworthy. But which time period is Tyrannosa from? This is important for my decision making. Was he alive during the Napoleonic Wars? This will mean that this will inform my choice on whether he's like prone to retreating or staying in here. Okay. Looks as if he was alive during the Napoleonic Wars because he heads into battle for the glory of Emperor Napoleon. Without regard for his own life. Tyrannosa, you should value your own life. Who cares about Napoleon and his glory? You're going to give up your life for like 0.1% of a victory point for Napoleon so he can be remembered in the history books? Who cares? He died like everyone else. Who cares about him? You go and drink a coffee at the Paris Cafe or something and enjoy yourself. Who cares for Napoleon, damn him. Great turn one, can I say? Muk Chinese just got a huge Tyrannosa kill. Sort of an awkward turn two, though, I must say. They're saying that if you replace Suicune with Muk on blue offense, that Muk is actually a purple Pokemon, which ruins the whole strategy. And Muk also provides no recourse against the common Metagross where Suicune would, so it's an interesting thing to say, but I fear that I don't care. Oh wow, I stay in a Brick Break, we get Chip on Claydol, and we crit Claydol. That's Zeus rewarding us for... Jim, where is the vlog? The vlog is on the channel Jimothy's Journal. I'll answer earnestly. I will answer earnestly. I've got a channel called Jimothy's Journal with vlogs on it if you're curious, folks. I vlogged in Chengdu. You know, I went to the Buddhist temple in Chengdu, and you have to close your eyes and walk and try to touch the... There's a big Chinese character that says fortune. It says fu, which means fortune. If you touch it, it means you get good luck for 1,000 years. I touched it with my eyes closed, and it was considered highly auspicious. Everyone there clapped. They all clapped, and they said, Jimothy, yes, you did it. You did it. That's so auspicious, Jimothy. I love you. And I said, wow, thank you. And then I posted it to Reddit, is what I did. I went to Reddit and I said, today something incredible happened, and everyone clapped. Is what I do. Shabuzzi would advise against that move, Jim. Which one? The Dragon Claw? Yeah, maybe I should have Fire Blasted a preemptive. It's okay, though. I think going Magneton here makes sense because they made Toxic in this scenario. They didn't, but, I mean, imagine if they did. Is this in Fire Blast range, actually? Should I have just Fire Blasted? What do you think was Shabuzzi's, like, mental state he was in when he wrote a bar song? Do you think he was at the prime of his creative juice? Like, he was really... It just came out of him like a spark of divine inspiration. He just, I've got it. Everybody at the bar is getting tipsy. I've got it. You think he was at the bar and he's like, this is it. I've got it. I have it. It's like Homer. He's sort of like the Homer. Is this what I must do to be featured in the asynchronous chat? Said prior asynchronous chatter who is now lost to time. Yeah, you just type in the asynchronous chat and you show up in it. What are you talking about? Of course. People say things like this and it's... I mean, come on. You just type in the asynchronous chat and you end up there. Could I restructure the asynchronous chat layout here, maybe? What do you guys think? Or is it good? Because I'm covering the battle log. Some people look at that, but I don't really look at it anyway. I just sort of... I exist in the present. You guys exist in the past too much if you look at the battle log. No, I'm just kidding. The battle log has important information, of course. I would not besmirch you for looking at the battle log. What am I, a stupid ape? What am I, an ape? And a bozo? Alright, should I rain dance here? Would actually be quite good. I think I will rain dance here. You meteor mashed against my Magneton. I think you expected me to exit. Perhaps to the Salamence. Oh, what a shame for you. Awkwardly, I have nerfed my own Fire Blast. Metagross might live now, but I'll go to my own Metagross here and Quake the Earth. Marlon Brando made Uptown Funk Sif, says a chatter. Okay, how's this? Like, I'm just not going to acknowledge that because it's a stupid thing to say. Marlon Brando did not make Uptown Funk Sif. So what if this goes up here, and the asynchronous chat is like at the bottom like that? Is that good? No, there's too much space at the bottom. I think I prefer it like. I prefer it like this. You know? I think this is a fine asynchronous. You guys stop complaining about the asynchronous chat positioning and you just accept what is given to you and never question anything, okay? You don't question anything that happens in the asynchronous. You don't... They blow up my damn Salamence. They blew him up. Hey. You can't do that. Alright, I think the Metagross simply switches in and selects buttons and triumphs. Any thoughts on it? Oh, he dies, actually. Well, Chinese Muk can live ahead and explode. He'll be right. No, I'll win this battle. I'm gonna win this. It's fine. Don't worry. I hope one day there's a Jim Funko Pop, says an asynchronous chatter. Now that is an interesting thought. Do you think they would ever do it? Do you think it could happen? Or that it would be... Or that this would be human folly? Okay, well, I actually think this is a tie, because they two-hit with me with Brick Break, and I have to self-destruct, therefore. That's unfortunate. I could have won, but it was a tie instead. I were -6 for tying. They're saying I threw the battle and I could have won. It's alright, I got... my mind is focused on higher-order things right now. Like, oh, I don't know, living in accordance with the natural flow of the universe. That's my chief concern right now, rather than little children's Pokemon games with Muk and stuff. I'm just happy to be here with Muk. And I'm not attached to winning or losing. I think that Muk is just happy to be used by someone. No one uses him usually. He's usually quite lonely. Almost a Chinese Scrandle. Maybe there is a Chinese Scrandle and I don't know about it, but there could be one. Like, why wouldn't there be one? I wonder what they eat at the Chinese football game. It's a good question. I wonder what they eat, man. What do you think the Chinese football goers eat at the probably Chongqing Xiaomian? Probably Chongqing Xiaomian. Do you think that Metagross has an advantage against Snorlax right now? Trick question. The answer is, of course, yes. The answer is, of course, yes, and I'm in trouble. I'll go earn meta and see where that takes me. I'll blow up. I'll blow up and see where they take me. No, don't click protect, though. They didn't. They didn't. I cannot tell if he's actually in China or if these are more insane ramblings. What's so insane? Is there something insane about being in China? You think I made up all that stuff about seeing the Sanxingdui ancient civilization? No, I flew to China in a plane, went to the city of Chengdu in the Sichuan region, and took a bus to the Sanxingdui Museum where there are ancient ruins of an ancient civilization. Who would make that up? And why would... You can't tell if I'm making it up. What, is going to China outlandish? Going to China is just insanity? Or no, you would have to make it up to go? Ni hao, Jim. It is me, the scimitar-bearing warrior of Sun Xingdui. While you repent, you may yet prove yourself a friend by demonstrating adept use of the bronze psychic-type Pokemon Bianzhong, just as did our allies in the Zhou dynasty, respectively the ancient kingdom of Shu. See, now this is someone who understands reality and what I actually experienced, which I really did go to the Sun Xingdui Ancient Civilization Museum, and I angered the ancient spirits there by calling them stupid. One of them being a warrior bearing a scimitar. And now that very same warrior is in my asynchronous chat. And we are... You guys do not understand the art of compromise. Okay, I angered the ancient spirits. I made a mistake. But I own up to the mistake, and I'd say I extend an olive branch to the ancient Shu kingdom. And they accept, and we move forward amicably, okay? You guys wouldn't get this. Because you can't... You're like, no, I didn't do anything wrong. I didn't do anything wrong to the ancient Chinese spirit. That's what you sound like. If you were in my position, you would be effed for it. You would be in purgatory forever. I've gotten a deal where in 85 days, now 84 days actually, I will be free from purgatory. You, however, would be stuck in purgatory forever in this Chinese closet. And you malign me, you insult me for being trapped in a Chinese closet, but I'm not trapped here eternally. I'm trapped in here temporarily. You would not be so lucky, I'm sure. You would... As if the guy's Medicham, the perfect punish to my damned... Medicham, the perfect punish to my freakazoid. Oh, how horrible. Do they have a dragon resistance available left? No, Zapdos dies here. Muk Chip relevant? Muk Chip is relevant? Okay, do you think this is a Swampert that perishes to... I think it actually might be like Endeavor Swampert who just dies here. Well, it crit anyway. It crit anyway. I don't know if it was a Swampert that lives that. I would think it seems like an aggro team, so I... Okay, they might pursuit me. I'll take it. I'll just self-destruct here. I think it will result in a guaranteed win. Woohoo! I like that, you know, this... The image slideshow feature in OBS plays these images at random. Oh crap, does that lose me the battle? No, I think Hera lives a hit. Oh, it's faster anyway. Woohoo! The image slideshow feature in OBS that I'm using for this asynchronous chat is a feature where you can randomly play the images in a random order, and it will not have any regard for which ones have been shown before. And it keeps showing the one that says that I'm not insane at the asynchronous chat is a smart idea. That's the one that it keeps returning to like an anchor. Which is good for my sanity to reinforce that I am not crazy. And that there is nothing wrong with this. And that I'm not doing anything stupid. And it's fine to be trapped in a Chinese closet and pretend that I'm live streaming, because in China, real live streaming is not going to work properly. Well, Pikachu vs. Muk is a lead matchup that I think has never happened before. Chatters, I think this is the first ever. I think we have a world first here. Pikachu vs. Muk. And they're scouting the Muk. Very wise. That is very wise. Oh, do not go to Doug and get me. At least I did 94% on the way out. Pikachu Doug? Hey! I think every time a Muk gets trapped by Doug, an angel loses its wings, and an ancient warrior from the Sun Xingdui ancient kingdom loses its scimitar. Jim, I think you missed a Kiwi coin. I still have to pay penance for missing a Kiwi coin all those years ago, and you're still gonna get me for that? Folks, wouldn't it be funny if one day I just, instead of playing Pokemon Showdown, I played the game Funny Pizza Land on this channel? One day, wouldn't that be funny? If I just really broke the mold and did something way out there and I played Funny Pizza Land. I've had my eye on that game for a while. I want to play Funny Pizza Land, but I'm figuring out when and where I can play it. But I might just say, screw this. This is one for them and one for me. You ever heard that one? Here's your Gen 3 OU with Muk. Here you guys go. Next video, Funny Pizza Land. How about that? One for me for once. Funny Pizza Land. For crying out loud. I can't believe a Jim is willing to eat oats every day. He is truly a pillar of asceticism. He will break through the golden core. Yes. The oats are pretty flavorless, but I think they're a very healthy breakfast. I think that if you have a healthy breakfast every day, that will add up. Like, if you do something every day, that's going to pay dividends in future. And so I tank the slightly flavorless breakfast, but this makes flavorful food more flavorful later. You can't just have cake every day. You can't just have ice cream and a cake and bing chilling every day and say yummy, yummy. Then ice cream starts to become your baseline and nothing tastes like anything anymore. You ever see Elmo Saves Christmas? It's actually a philosophical work. Elmo, he gets 3 wishes. In one of the wishes he says, I want it to be Christmas every day. Genie, who gave me a wish. And then it's Christmas every day, and now Christmas just feels like routine. And Christmas doesn't feel special anymore. And so his final wish is, he said, make it back to normal. Bring it back to Christmas once a year. That was good. I was stupid. Kind of idiot Elmo for wasting his wishes. I want this thing. Actually, I take it back. Idiot Elmo. Should have wished for like $1 billion. Idiot. But still, it's a, you know, it's a valuable lesson for children and for adults. Also. Okay, some of you could learn from Elmo Saves Christmas. I think. Okay, they explode. They probably go to the dug, but I think the momentum scenario is in my... I didn't watch it, says Chatter. Well, thank you. I didn't watch it. Yeah. Jim, do they have a tub of insects in the Chinese back rooms? No. No, tub of insects was not in China in Scrandle. That was in, like, I think it was Thailand. I can't remember. It was not Chinese. It was non-Chinese. That's for sure. Okay, I fear that Volt Tackle plus Doug will kill the Snorlax, and then I will have no recourse against Suicune. So I actually think Pikachu's kind of putting me in a bind here. I'm gonna go Magneton, maybe, and then like HP Fire. Is that smart to break the sub? Yeah. Genius. And if they Volt Tackle, they'll recoil themselves into range of death. See, Magneton trading with Pikachu is far better than Snorlax trading with it. Snorlax is more valuable. I did not know Shabuzzi was anything more than a rat. Because I nicknamed my Rattata Shabuzzi in the past. No, I was nicknaming Rattata after the very famous country pop musician Shabuzzi. You guys don't know anything about popular culture like I do. I'm tapped in. I am tapped into the culture in ways you are not. It shows, and it's embarrassing for you. It's embarrassing for all of you. Double to Doug, do it. You will do it. You will do it. I know you. Okay, you didn't do it, and I didn't actually play as if you would do it. So good then. What do you got, Skarmory? I disagree with what you just said, Jimothy. You disagree with the fact that Shabuzzi is one of the greatest musicians of our time? Huh? It's a little confusing. I don't really understand the argument. I don't really understand the foundation of that argument. What? Don't crit my... Hey. Don't crit my Snorlax and kill it? Hey. I don't think that's allowed. I hope HP Gas does 19. Thank goodness. I got a Hera in the back, which should be pretty good here. Oh boy. Raikou is not what I want to see, I don't think. I do not think Raikou is the ideal scenario here. Okay, let's how do you even get out of this alive? No, not like that. GG. If I subbed, I actually won there. If you substitute, you win there. But I didn't know if they would attack or Calm Mind or sub or what they would do. I guess I should just Mega Horn anyway. But I don't want to Mega Horn and then they die And just kill me with Doug. I didn't want that either. I think I'll chip this a bit. Oh! Oh! I think they forfeited based on the way the UI changed. Yeah. Don't forfeit. Look, there's a whole battle ahead. You're going to forfeit off of a brick break into your Sif? You do not have to forfeit there. There was a whole... You had a whole life ahead of you and you forfeited because of the first sign of struggle in your life. Maybe I'll explode this time. Is this the guy I just played with a Metagross in the rear? I don't know. I'll Sludge Bomb to be safe, but I actually have 0 recourse against a Metagross. Is it Monday already? Monday already, is it? Okay, evidently it is not Monday. You have crit and paralyzed by Muk. I think I loaded it up on the wrong day. I think it's Tuesday. Wrong day, folks. Sorry. Not Muk Monday. Not Muk Monday. When you get crit and parried, it's not Monday. That is a clear evidence of the date. Clear evidence that is not Muk Monday right now. 2025 is the year of Shabuzzi Sif. It says asynchronous chat. Why don't they synchronize the chat? I don't want to... These people can't respond to me. They can't respond to me. They're stuck in a strange limbosis. A limbo state where they cannot speak to me. I want to speak with them. Damn them. It's a good video. I just didn't expect it to be Chinese. Thank you for saying that for the 30th time. First Zeus and now ancient Chinese spirits. Choose your enemies with more care. I'm not frightened of Zeus. What is he, powerful? What is he, powerful or smart? No. I defy the gods and their order. I defy the cosmic order of heaven. I don't care about ancient Chinese spirits. I'll beat them. I'll get them. They're not frightening to me. They're not frightening to me at all. I'll beat all of them. They think that they're so powerful. And yet... Okay, look at my switch out options here. Seems that all are horrible against a Suicune. I think we have a Heracross angle if we can get through Steelix. I don't know what to do here. I'm going to go here and then explode, I think. Okay, we have traded with Suicune, which is fantastic news for my Salamence. Fantastic news. Very beautiful news. Raikou again. I'm noticing a trend. There seems to be a rise in Raikou. I already knew that, but it's happening before my eyes. With Snorlax dead, I fear that I have little for the Raikou. This is my fear right now. Put me in select range right now. You didn't attack. Damn you. I missed Megahorn, gave you a free sub. It's not Monday. It's not Monday. What is it, Tuesday? Tyrannosaur Tuesday? Glalie Tuesday? No. Look, whether it's Tuesday or not, or Monday or not, I'm going to stick it out with Muk for the moment. It's Muk's moment anyway. He doesn't have to only come out on Monday. Maybe it's like... Maybe it's Wednesday and he just wants to have a go, even though he didn't get his Muk buff. His Muk special Muk buff. Like, he can still be on the field and play. He can still play. What, do you hate Muk or something? What are you, anti-Mucker? I'll take this... I've literally eliminated a Claydol and I'm still alive. I'll take this any day of the week. That's beautiful. That's very auspicious. Now this, though, is a bit awkward because of the dance opportunity I'm giving this Sif. Oh well, no, it's not even a danceable. Non-danceable? They certainly have some sort of switch in here. Wow, they just let me kill you. Woo! Oh, the Doug follow-up makes so much sense. Oh my goodness. You see, Muk can do things on non-Monday. They thought it was impossible on non-Monday. He can still do stuff. HP Fire. Question is, do you have Psychic to hit my Hera? If so, I'm in trouble. If not, I'm in non-trouble. We'll go Salamence for the moment and, okay, it's actually insanely fast Celebi. It's fast as dirt Celebi. That is timid Celebi. See, they get the faster Leech Seed, which is it's a little bit of devastation for me. It's alright though. Oh, the burn is highly... That's great for odds. Incredible for odds. We're gonna Rain Dance here. What do you got? A Fire Punch? Should I actually Rain Dance? Yes, because you're burned. The only thing we're benefiting is Celebi, but we're much more... Okay, maybe I shouldn't have just purely because I don't want to nerf Fire Blast against Celebi. Okay, could have been stupid of me. I'll T-Wave this. I have the Hera win now that I think about it. I have the Hera victory in the cards now that I ponder it. I think about a lot of things, you know, when I'm here. I live very close to the Yangtze River, so I just go there and I look up on the Yangtze. And I think about stuff such as, like, you know, Heracross, he's a bug, but he can get a lot done. And what am I doing? What am I doing? Being a bozo? Being a bozo? Hello, I am Chinese, says Margaret. Hello. Haha, you got full parried. I'm the winner. You see how a little bug can do stuff and, like, you can't? What's up with, like, how does that make it? How does that add up? How do we reckon with that? This is why I think doing things is important. I think that we must do things rather than not do anything. Like, some of us, we don't do anything, and it's better to do things rather than not doing anything. Up against Emersonian Minds. I simply shoot sludge at the opponent. They can't stop me. Nihao Muk. I'll say Nihao to opponent. Terrible, terrible switch to Jirachi, which is near career ending. Terrible paralysis from Body Slam as a follow-up scenario. Dreadful. Astute Body Slam from Jim, though, with a para to boot. Astute Body Slam on the switch out. They would never stay Jirachi and get quaked. They would never. Actually, it's kind of good to be parried in this matchup because we're now immune to Fire Punch Burn. Things are going to be alright, they're saying. Chatters are saying it was an auspicious and astute switch to Salamence, and it was propitious. It was propitious. Folks, you know, I ordered a... When I was in Chongqing, China, I got like a street food snack. It was a little potato and sausage, like chili oil little snack. It was very nice and warm. And it was served in a little box, and on the box, it said on the box, propitious. It just said propitious, which is another, it's sort of a synonym for auspicious. Let me see if I can find this for you. I thought that was just very funny. Like, order a burger or something, it just says auspicious on the box. Like, 1 second. I sent it to my friend Munby, so I can find it in the chat if I scroll up. Yahoo! Yeah, here we go, here we go. I got it, I got it. Propitious. Look at this box with a little dude on it. It says Propitious. These potatoes are very propitious, aren't they? The potatoes that you've ordered are they're considered highly propitious. Wow, 30, as if Body Slam does this much. Wait, is this Choice Band Jirachi? Because that's way too much to be doing with Body Slam Sif. Okay, that's Choice Band Jirachi right there. I'm declaring it because it doesn't have lefties either. Propitious, man. You guys see that? Am I covering it? I just realized that the Asynchronous chat was covering it. Sorry. Can you see now? Propitious. This was in there. We took the street food. We took it to the Chongqing Hot Pot restaurant. Be very careful if you eat Chongqing Hot Pot, folks. Be very careful. It's extremely spicy. It is not for a beginner. It is not for an idiot. Or not not good for an idiot to eat. This is what I like about China, man. I feel like you buy a food and it's got in the box it just says auspicious on the container. They're just doing funny stuff like that here. They do funny things here. There's no humor in any other country. No one else is funny like that. No one else knows how to be funny anymore and call things propitious. They don't know anymore. In Sydney, Australia, it's back-to-back cafes that's eat, sleep, coffee, repeat. As far as the eye can see, eat, sleep, dessert, repeat. What does that even mean? What does that even mean? God damn it, I'm pissed off to this day about that. I saw it in a coffee shop. I mean, what does it even mean? Eat, sleep, dessert, repeat. How does this order of operations make any sense? You eat, and then you sleep, and then you eat dessert? Doesn't that fall under eating in the first place, for God's sake? Eat, sleep, and then dessert? No, wouldn't you eat like a few times in the day in between doing other things, and then maybe one of those is dessert, and then you sleep? Like you don't eat, sleep, and then eat dessert, and then repeat, which means you eat again? So you eat, the order is eat, sleep, dessert, and then eat again? What are you eating, breakfast? What the hell schedule is this, you stupid coffee shop? Why don't you just say auspicious on the wall, like a Chinese restaurant? You just put auspicious on the wall. Like a good, just be funny like that. Don't, what is this stupid garbage? And everyone goes into the cafe and says, this is so true, this is so true. They're not even thinking about the logistics of what they're reading. They're just thinking about, I love dessert, so it's true. Eat, sleep, dessert. I am a dessert fan. Who the hell isn't a dessert fan? Oh, dessert is good. Yeah, how agreeable. How brave of you. Very brave, random cafe, and damn you. Damn you. Oh, I love ice cream. How brave. Okay. Why don't you give me good fortune for 1,000 years instead, or something like that? I'm sick and tired of it. This is a big I'm just going to declare this is a huge problem for society right now. It's a big problem. This is a serious issue. I'm not just making up a straw person, or it's not even, it's a straw cafe. But it was a real cafe that really said that. They really did it. They've got some lame chalkboard on the outside of the cafe, and they're writing some garbage on it, like about how they're addicted to caffeine. I'm addicted to coffee. I am addicted to coffee. They write on the chalk. What a good thing to say on a chalkboard, damn you. I'm addicted to caffeine. How about this? Propitious. How about that, man? Propitious! There's a restaurant out there that's just got out the front the worst ever printed out image of a chicken. It's a chicken soup restaurant. They just went to Google Images or Baidu Images, I guess, and just searched chicken. The old man who runs the shop, he makes the best chicken soup of all time. You just Google search chicken, printed it out and put it on the front, and it says like chicken shop out the front. For God's, why don't we do that a bit more? How about that? 500 yummers we're up against. Even the man who's looping the same loop that I've heard for about 500,000 times now about how he's selling watermelons at a discount price. Even I respect him a little bit more. At least that has some character, okay? Anyway. I don't even know what I'm talking about anymore. Nothing matters in the world. Nothing matters. I think I can maybe squeeze in a Heracross sweep here. I think it's my best bet. Has Muk achieved anything? No. He sludge bombed into a Jirachi for 0 damage. Yahoo! All right. I guess I'll rock slide. I think they're gonna hit me. Crap, am I now in range of... No, I'm not in range of anything. What do I do? I'm unsure what to do. They're gonna... Ah, damn it. Now I'm in range of death. Yeah, they're gonna get me here. You got me. You outsmarted me here. There was no way for me to truly get this done. You have the answer. Unless you like miss rock slide. And then I'd get chipped into range of Select right now. And I triumph. That's possible. Wait a second. I think you have just thrown. I think you had it and now you don't have it anymore. Because I get Select now, don't I? Does this happen in a different order? No? No, I have Select now. I think you've just ruined you just ruined everything right there. We land the Megahorn. I win. I win, and miraculously I win. Unless I lose I miss a Megahorn. Didn't miss. I never miss, of course. 4% left. You know what that is? It's Propitious is what it is. It was Propitious. It was Propitious. I gotta move the asynchronous chat every time I show you this, but it's worth it, isn't it? Propitious. GG. GG. And he truly was a legend. Is that what they say in the film I Am Legend? I don't know, I haven't seen it, but my friend when I was like a child was obsessed with that film and he kept quoting that. He kept thinking he was a legend. It's kind of funny thinking back on that. Watching I Am Legend and then wanting to be a legend also, just quoting the voiceover from the film to like be epic. You know? You know what I mean? Little kid just said, and he was a legend. My old friend, if you're watching this, that was pretty funny. I don't know if you remember that. I remember that. You might not even remember this yourself. This memory may have faded from your life, but I remember this as a little moment of childlike whimsy that was funny to me. That just flashed. You know, I just thought of that maybe 20 years later. Just now, and I see the humor in a moment that you've probably forgotten about. If you even remember who I am. And isn't that just the beauty of life? Isn't that the beauty of life? Something that is a throwaway little moment for one person can be remembered years later by someone else as a moment of beauty in the human spirit. Throw out a fire blast, I suppose? I don't know. See if that takes me anywhere. They always go to Suicune here. Everyone's got a Suicune and they want me to know it. But maybe I'll Fire Blast in case of the Skarmory. I'm less concerned about the Suicune because I just got Snorlax, you know? We've eliminated Skarmory. How? Dare I say it was Propitious? Dare I call it Propitious? Dare I say... dare I say it was propitious. Would you kill me if I said it was propitious, would you? What would you say to me? I slam. What a good body slam. What a good one. That's such a good one. Yahoo! Muk Chinese is in a prime position for a KO. I wonder if I go HP Ghost on the Claydol. Would they really sack their Zapdos here? Muk. He's Chinese and he sees the future. Yahoo! Muk moment. I think I just go for the KO, right? I live a Quake and stuff. I'll Sif in. A little bit of an issue. Is it another Pursuit Sif? No, it seems to be like probably Lum. Or something of that description. I think Mash, even though Quake is more accurate here, Mash is a better mid-ground versus 2 ground immunes on the team. A Milotic Sif. Oh, I got an attack raise. Goodness gracious. Maybe it's Monday after all. Maybe the calendar can change, like, midday. Maybe it's Tuesday, but then it reverts back to Monday. You know? I guess that's possible. Like, why couldn't it be possible? Why wouldn't it be possible for that to happen? Mash attack raise is the dumbest thing in this tier, I must say. It's very... because Milotic should beat me every time, but it just didn't because I got an attack raise. It's very dumb. It's legitimately stupid because... it's a resisted hit. That's why it's stupid. People think Rock Slide Flinch is the stupidest thing in this tier, but I feel like there's actually a lot you can do against Rock Slide Flinch because there are so many Pokemon that resist Rock and Chip Heal in the sand to really minimize the damage of it. But Mash Attack Raise is dumb because the very guy that coming in to resist the hit gets broken through by the attack raise. You know? You know what I mean? I think it's dumb in Pokemon when like you make a choice that should be rock solid and it's just not because of a random little piece of hacks. Like a Gyarados Waterfall Flinch in Gen 4 is a very similar thing in my mind. Or Ogerpon Wellspring Ivy Cudgel crit chance in Gen 9 OU is a stupid one. Like, what are you supposed to do about that? You go to a resist or a hard physical wall and they crit you? Because it has heightened crit chance, and then what are you supposed to do about that? I did everything right and you killed me. Oh well. It would seem Aerodactyl is a bit of a problem in this scenario. I think Rain Dance makes perfect sense here because I can Chip Heal with my Snorlax. Wait, no. I think you're going to go to Claydol. So I'll just go here. And you have a Sif, so why would I Rain Dance? You can just reset weather. Woohoo! That's Aero. Okay, this is Sif. I think I'll just... Thing is, if Mag dies, he can just lock into Rock Slide and kind of destroy my entire life, but... Is it? You reckon it's banned? I'll search for Rick Slide. Rick Slide. I think it's banned meta 17%? No, I don't think that's banned. I think it'll be Lumberry then, so I don't want to T-Wave. Guess I'll T-Bolt. They danced. You have danced and danced. You danced again. That's surprising. Damn. The dance again may be game winning there. Alright. Sack Muk, I think, is the move. Dance again. Alright, you just got me then. What could be done? I've been got. I've been got. Unless... this time you do not dance again. Like, to dance a third time would be ludicrous. I'm exactly getting Salakberry. Holy crap. Wait, we'll, this calls for the calculator Sif. I gotta check if I do. I don't think I do 30% with Rock Slide. I don't think so. But imagine. I think it's this Sif and then... no, 28 max. Got a Mega Horn. Oh, they're times 2 speed, what I'm talking about. It was always... they were always getting me there. Okay, it's just flinch chance then. Or the brick break, of course. You will never flinch me. Oh, well then you just quake. GG. Damn. Unfortunate there. The crazy multi-danceable gamer got me. The insanity. The pure insanity and the insanity of it all was not predicted by... by anybody involved. And now I'm going to play Scrandle to return to a state of equilibrium, and the asynchronous chat can go away for a moment while I click on foods. That none of these foods are available in China, I must say. There's not a single way you can get chips and pulled beef with gravy in China. This is not available here. They don't have it. There's no market for it. Bocadillo with ham and cheese, or the butcher's box, mate. I can't tell if this looks good or bad. I think it looks like it's slop. Okay, it beats the... what I thought was a ham sandwich, which I wasn't exactly sure. Burger with Coke. Or the pulled pork topped hot dog. I think this is better. Burger with Coke, looking a little bit boring. Cottage pie with gravy, or the lobster steak, chicken tender, and salad with Tyrannosa on it. I think that beats the disgusting looking cottage pie with gravy in a little package. Chips and gravy, or the ham, mushroom, and salami pizza. Surely the pizza. Okay, yeah. Not that I'm that against the chips and gravy, but the pizza looked pretty good. Dare I say a bit underrated for the pizza. I don't know what Bruges Kipper's Sif is, but it won. Cheese pretzel and Krakauer sausage. Cheese pretzel. Oh, cheese pretzel looks kind of great. With this, oh, this looks, and with the beer. Yeah. That deserves more than 33. That looks pretty good. With a soda. The margarita pizza for £5 looks kind of like the best. I mean, come on. That should be higher than 67. £5 that was. That's a good value. I know it's only a margarita pizza, but... also, you're at the football, damn it. That looks like a beautiful evening. That... Grommet would not hear the end of it if £5 for the margarita pizza. Cracking pizza, Grommet. I'm taking the chicken and chips on that one. 9 out of 10, not so bad. I'm still getting into this. I've got a very Chinese mindset right now, so I don't respect... I'm more of a hog war type of individual rather than chips, beans, and cheese, mate. You know? The butcher's box was a winner. Actually, I stand by this. What the hell is the butcher's box? Looks horrible. I don't like this disgusting American cheese goop. The cheese sauce. I don't like it. Use some real cheese, for goodness sake. I don't like that weird yellow goop that they use in some of these, man. I don't like that. Anyway, what's the final asynchronous chat message for the video? I'm selling watermelons in the asynchronous chat. Any buyers? Shigua! Shigua! Anyone? Anyone? Go to this fella for watermelons. Go. Okay, bye-bye.